Metformin is a cheap, generic diabetes drug taken by millions, and it became an unlikely longevity celebrity. The story of the trial designed to test it for aging, called TAME, is one of the most revealing tales in the whole field, a story about promising science, and about how the economics of medicine can stall even the best ideas. Let's unpack it. So why did a humble diabetes pill become a longevity darling? Metformin has been around for decades, it's extremely cheap, and it has a long, well-established safety record lowering blood sugar in type 2 diabetes. But then researchers noticed something genuinely intriguing. In some large observational studies, people with diabetes who were taking metformin appeared to outlive people without diabetes who weren't taking it. Read that again, the diabetics on the drug seemed to do better than healthy people off it. That's a startling hint that metformin might be doing something beyond just controlling blood sugar, that it might be tapping into the aging process itself. Mechanistically, that's plausible. Metformin nudges the same nutrient sensing and metabolic pathways, including a fuel sensor called AMPK, that fasting and caloric restriction act on. It's a metabolic drug that looks a bit like calorie restriction in a pill. This led to a landmark proposal, a trial called TAME, which stands for Targeting Aging with Metformin. And its design was genuinely clever, because it tried to solve a deep problem. You can't easily run a longevity trial with lifespan as the endpoint, you'd have to wait decades for people to die, which is impractical. So TAME reframed the question. Instead of measuring lifespan, it would measure whether metformin delays the onset of a whole cluster of age-related diseases, heart disease, cancer, dementia, all at once. The idea was that if one cheap drug can push back many diseases of aging simultaneously, then it must be acting on aging itself. Even more importantly, TAME was designed to get regulators to formally recognize aging as a treatable condition, a target you could actually run trials against. That would have opened the door for the entire field. It was as much a regulatory strategy as a science experiment. And here's the twist that makes this story so revealing. As of 2026, the famous TAME trial has never actually enrolled a single participant. Years after it was proposed, it remains stalled, unfunded. Why? Not because the science was debunked, but because of pure economics. Metformin is off patent and costs pennies. That means no pharmaceutical company can make money by proving it extends health span, anyone could sell the generic. So the enormous bill to run a rigorous, large-scale trial has no obvious commercial sponsor willing to pay it. It's a stark illustration of a real flaw in how we fund medicine. A promising, cheap, potentially world-changing intervention can languish precisely because nobody can profit from it. Interestingly, governments have started stepping in. A large publicly funded trial called VitalH is now testing other agents, including rapamycin and semaglutide, for aging. The science moves forward, just not always through the drug it started with. So what's the honest bottom line on metformin? Its longevity reputation rests mostly on observational studies and animal data, suggestive, genuinely interesting, but not the same as proof. The definitive human trial that would settle it, TAME, hasn't happened. It may well offer a modest health span benefit, especially for people with metabolic issues, but we can't yet say that with confidence for healthy people. And there's an important wrinkle worth knowing. Some recent research suggests metformin may actually blunt some of the muscle and fitness gains you get from exercise, and as we'll see, exercise is the most proven longevity tool there is. So taking metformin to fight aging while undercutting your workouts could be self-defeating. The metformin story is a perfect microcosm of this whole field. Real promise, incomplete evidence, and a lot of people already taking it based on hope rather than proof. This is educational, not medical advice.